13th day of the 30-day poetry challenge. Today I am not going to read a poem that I wrote, because yesterday I was introduced for many reasons to a poem by Pablo Neruda, and I looked it up today and I thought I'll read that to you. And I'm reading it for the first time, and English is not my native language. So when you read someone else's poem, there are words that you might not know or you might not be even able to pronounce it. But I thought that I'll just read it for the first time, reading in front of the camera. Let's see how it goes. The poem is I Explain a Few Things by Pablo Neruda. You will ask, but where are the lilacs? And the metaphysics covered with poppies, and the rain that often struck his words, filling them with holes and birds. I'm going to tell you what's happening to me. I lived in a barrio of Madrid with bells and clocks with trees. From there, you could see the parched face of Castille. Like an ocean of leather, my house was called the house of flutter, the house of flowers, because from everywhere geraniums burst. It was a beautiful house with dogs and children. Raúl, do you remember? Do you remember Rafael? Federico, do you remember Under the Ground? Do you remember my house with balconies, where the June light drowned the flowers in your mouth? Brother, brother, everything was loud voices, salt of goods, crowds of pulsating bread, marketplaces in my barrio of Argüelles with its statue like a pale inkwell set down among the hake. Oil flowed into spoons, a deep throbbing of feet and hands filled the streets. Meters, litters, the hard edges of life, heaps of fish, geometry of roofs under a cold sun in which the weather vane grew tired, delirious, fine ivory of potatoes, tomatoes, more tomatoes, all the way to the sea. I need to read it, it's a pretty long poem. And one morning all was burning, and one morning bonfires sprang out of the earth, devouring humans, and from then on fire, gunpowder, from then on, and from then on blood. Bandidos with plains and moors, bandidos with rings and duchesses, bandidos with black friars singing the cross coming down from the sky to kill children, and in the streets the blood of the children ran simply like children's blood. Jackals the jackal would despise, stones the dry thistle would bite on and spit out, vipers the vipers would abominate. Facing you, I have seen the blood of Spain rise up to drown you in a single wave of pride and knives. Treacherous generals, look at my dead house, look at Spain broken. From every house burning metal comes out instead of flowers, but from every crater of Spain comes Spain. From every dead child comes a rifle with eyes. From every crime bullets are born, and one day will find you, and one day will find out in you the sight of the heart. You will ask, why doesn't his poetry speak to us of dreams? You will ask, why doesn't his poetry speak to us of dreams, of leaves, of the great volcanoes of his native land? Come and see. Come and see the blood in the streets. Come and see the blood in the streets. Come and see the blood in the streets. That was Pablo Neruda. And it was translated by Galway Kinnell. And I hope you liked it. I want you to read it. And sorry, this is the first time I'm reading it. And obviously, I had the problems of reading it for the first time. You take care.